too complete. Just doesn't work very well. They're touring. They're filling up little arenas. Not, I mean, stadiums. You know, they're not. I mean, they're not as popular as John is right now. I'm sorry, they're just not. Um, they're not doing good. They're not doing new songs. If they are, I'd like to see them. I have never seen anything they did as far as CCR songs, because that's what they do. You know, sorry. And again, I'm not doing this to criticize anybody. I'm just, you know, people say, well, you know, they had every right to they have every right for royalties, or they had every right, to, you know, for the to do this and do that. But the thing is, John was the leader, and he had to be the leader. Look at what he's doing now, and look what they're doing now. I'm just saying that to compare. I'm not doing it to criticize. Now, some people may not be aware of the career that Tom Fogerty, John's brother, did or had after CCR broke up. But you know, just because the band broke up, they were still obligated. They still had to produce songs. They still had to do something. They still had to, you know, Tom Fogerty. All but one or two of his albums, I believe, are all on Fantasy. I think there's one that I don't have. I think it's with the band Ruby he was with. So, but I'm just going to go quickly through what I have. There's only one, I believe, because it was never released on vinyl. I think it was only on CD, which was, it was one of the band members of Ruby. His name was Randy Oda. Which is, there was, like I said, one album I don't have. But Tom, you know, I'll be honest with you, his music is good. It's really good. But unfortunately, he was kind of in the coattails of his brother and CCR. Now, you know, up to me starting to collect records, I really wasn't aware of his music. You know, I just wasn't. But the music he put out was good. Okay, now we're past the 15-minute mark, so if this works, fantastic. I want to see if I can load up longer videos. If not, I may or may not cut this video. So anyway, it's too late now, so I'm just going to go on. The first one to show is actually one that I paid up for. I've had this for a number of years. I paid like $50 for this. This is a really expensive record. I have one other record, which was John Fogerty's. Right there. I paid about $50 for that one, and I have several copies now. This one I paid up for. This is Tom Fogerty's Zephyr National. Okay, this is. I'm not gonna do. You know what? I'm not gonna even talk that much about him because it's not the point. I want to stay on point. I was gonna go on about the band members and whatnot, but you know, this is more or less a CCR reunion, more or less. This is a good album. Tom Fogerty, good stuff. His self-titled, okay, debut album. This is another good one. Tom Fogerty did some good music. You know, he just unfortunately was in the coattails of, or the shadow of CCR. And like I said, until I started record collecting, I wasn't aware of his music. You know, but this is another good one, worth getting. This one is a band that he did with Randy Oda, called Ruby. I'm not sure if he was in all of them. Yeah, Randy Oda. Yeah. So, this is Ruby. Tom Fogerty and Ruby. Okay. Not my favorite, but again, I'm a completist. This is another real good one. Tom Fogerty's Excalibur. This is a really hard one to find. I paid up for this one too. This is a good one. Okay. And most of these are on Fantasy because he was obligated to make music. And no matter whether you're with or without the band, they broke up, you're still obligated. So, you know, unfortunately, this is Deal It Out. Okay. And I can't remember the Utopia. I can't remember the name of this one. I honestly, I can't. I just, it's been so long. Myopia. Whatever the hell, yeah. Myopia. Don't recall how I feel about this one, but this was, I think, one of the last ones I picked up. I think I actually found this in a record store, but I don't remember how I feel about this one. But you know, Tom Fogerty, there you go. And this is Ruby with Tom Fogerty, Randy Oda, Bobby Cochran, and Anthony Davis. Okay. I don't remember exactly how I felt about this one, but I do remember not being very impressed. I will take another listen to it, but it's been a while since I've listened to it, and that's my honest opinion. But I don't remember loving it. When I like something, I always remember it, and I don't remember this one very well, so it probably wasn't that great. I mean, you know, this is kind of going on. I'm kind of going, you know, over answering the question. I just wanted my honest opinion. You know, you have people who love CCR and you have people who like John Fogerty, and you know, I like both. But when you sit there, you can't deny the fact that CCR needed they needed a leader, and John did that, and he did his music, he performed. He may not at one point not been performing CCR.